summertime, keep it short. So, I have to obey my wife. I got a question. How far would you trust somebody, boys and girls, mom and dads, grandparents and all? How much faith would you put into somebody? You know, I love flying. And I like sitting on the deck, and I like to watch the planes fly overhead. And I like to guess what type of model make it is, and so on. And it amazes me that you got anywhere from 250,000 to 500,000 pounds of metal up in the air, 35,000 feet, going around 500 miles an hour. And it's basic physics of lift overcoming gravity and thrust overcoming gravity. But there are two people controlling their entire destiny up there in that airplane, the pilots. We get up there and put our entire faith and trust within them. We surrender ourselves completely when we get inside that airplane and sit down and put that seatbelt on. Abraham surrendered himself completely to God and his faith that he was going to give the promise. The promise led his people to the promised land. His descendants, as numerous as the stars in the heaven and the sands on the beach. But Abraham was an old man, his wife was sterile, you know. But he didn't question. He didn't question. He obeyed and he prayed for the guidance to follow God's instructions. He was rich in prayer. And prayer is something that, how much do we really spend time doing in a given course of the day to help us with our faith? Is there a right way to pray, a wrong way? Is there a correct time of the day? I once read an article about a man who used to keep his Bible in the bathroom, and his wife was all upset about it. And the guy reported back and said, well, at least he's reading it. Not that I think maybe that's the proper place to read the Bible, but here's me, at least he's looking at the scriptures. Mother Teresa wrote, we need to find God, and you cannot find him in restlessness. God is a friend of science. See how the nature, the trees, the flowers, the grass grows in silence. See the stars, the moon and the sun, and how they move in silence. We need silence to be able to touch our souls. That was only 15 seconds, my friends. How did you feel that? No communication, no noise. I envy Father Mike. In 3 weeks, he's going to go walking the mountains. And it's going to be exactly what Mother Teresa said. It's going to be complete silence. It's going to be where the wind is just rustling the leaves and the clouds moving. Those asleep in the sky. A great place to meditate upon himself. I envy him greatly on that. We know from our Gospels that it says we need to go into our inner room, close the door, and pray to your Father in secret. What is our inner room? Can it be the car going down 95, we turn off the radio and we think about what our day's about? Can it be at our desk and we take 5 minutes to pause? You know, we always say, thank God they're getting tests in schools because we always know that prayer in schools because children are praying before they take their test. We've got to give ourselves that time to allow ourselves to recharge because we can't help each other spiritually if ourselves are drained. St. Paul admonishes us to pray without ceasing, and it becomes easier with time. And I got to tell you, being a deacon, I sometimes find it difficult to pray by morning and evening hours. I get distracted in all the hustle and bustle of the days and the pressure. But I find if I take that time and I force myself that 15 to 20 minutes each morning and night to do my hours, I come relaxed and I can handle the pressures better throughout the day. It is not to be discouraged of any thoughts come into your head. Gently push them away as a normal occurrence. So, if we want the faith of Abraham, the Mother Teresa. If we grasp in prayer, when we do that final approach in landing, in our life, we know that we're going to be in the hands of the two greatest pilots that ever lived, our Lord and His Father.